Don't put your number. Don't put your number.
I'm not putting my number. I'm putting your number.
That's my room.
Okay, put my number.
I'm hungry.
Okay, well, don't be such a baby. I cooked you some bacon for a trail snack.
I ate it already.
What flavor coffee is that? Up dog?
What's that?
I don't know. Nothing. What's up with you?
Using his vast knowledge of history and politics, we start our day off right with motivational speaker Richard Battle.
I love having this guy in the program. He is Richard Battle, and I need to apologize him right away. First of the year. Mr. Battle, thanks for being here.
Well, thank you so much, Al, for having us back. Happy New Year to you and all your listeners.
Thank you. I need to apologize, and this is behind-the-scenes stuff, but Mr. Battle really is like one of the only guys who gets a little on the show a little early because we haven't started the show yet. Everybody else kind of got to fit in that little block for news or whatever. So we get chatting, and I realize I need a New Year's resolution. I'm going to stop whining so much. Battle asked me about my vacation, and all I did was whine for 5-10 minutes before the show started. I apologize, sir. I'm gonna do better. I can't. I hate people. I'm going to try to be better at not disliking other people.
Well, I commend you about thinking about setting a resolution, but I took it as a warm-up for your stand-up routine for the next amateur night at the local comedy club.
For folks who listened yesterday, I was whining about my trip and all the people, and that's what I was telling Battle about. Do you believe in the whole resolution thing?
Well, I don't like the word resolution because people a lot of times will set a resolution, and as soon as they stumble, they kind of throw it over the side and forget about it. And to me, I'd rather set goals and objectives and things that I can measure, and then if I stumble, I can still continue. And what I've found over the years is if you have goals, you'll achieve more even if you don't make the goal.
Yeah.
And sometimes you set a goal and you achieve much more than the goal and you surprise yourself. And so to me, I kind of like that term better. Although
I like that.
We're going to talk about some parameters and principles around goals and resolutions.
Are you got to write it down, guy? Is there
Yes.
something, you read? You are. I figured you were with 20 books behind you that you wrote yourself. You probably were. And
well,
are they
you're
marked?
more committed. You're more committed to something if you write it down than if you just say it. It's the same thing, kind of. If you're reading a book, and if you're reading out loud, so to speak, you retain more. It's the same thing as if you're listening to a presentation and you're taking written notes. You remember more than if you don't. So those are little things just in the way we humans are constructed that can help make a big difference to us.
And on that, how deep do you delve into them? I mean, it's easy to say, I want to be a better person next year. Well, kind of open-ended. Is it I want to make X number of dollars? Do you then, here's mine. I'll share this one. I'm going to try to give up Mountain Dews, Diet Mountain Dews. There's been everyone complains about how much I drink it and all the rest. So I'm trying to, but I realize if I went cold turkey, even Richard Battle wouldn't enjoy me on a Wednesday morning. So I switched caffeine to a little coffee. I hate the taste of coffee, so I have some caffeine. I will wean myself off that because I hate the taste, but it's a process. And I know it's a process, and if I get to end of January and I'm off my mount, I'll be very happy. If it goes to February, okay, but I will still be happy. Is that a decent enough goal and a plan?
Well, I think that's good. What I would suggest, and another way to try to help it work, is break it down. Instead of saying, I'm not going to have a Mountain Dew all year, say, I'm not going to have a Mountain Dew for a week.
Gotcha.
If you can go a week. And if you go a week, say, okay, I'm going to try to make it 2 weeks.
Okay.
And if you fail, start another week. I'm going to try to go a week. And once you're able to do it a week, then you can make the goal bigger. Years ago, and there's a long story behind it and everything, I decided to stop drinking, and I didn't have to or anything. I just kind of got tired of it. And so Christmas 1998, I had 4 beers that day, and those are the last beers I've had. I was trying to see if I could go a year without drinking. And now it's been 27 years.
Congratulations.
So
that's very cool.
And it's not any kind of pressure now. It was just something I decided I could live without.
Once your friends figure that out, right? Once they go, Battle isn't drinking anymore, then I think that pressure goes away. I love the idea like dry January. If your family gets together, I'm doing dry January. Oh, okay. It's just I think we need more of that. That people can just say, yeah, okay, no problem. Because I think 30 years ago, or when you decided to stop, I bet you a lot of people are like, oh, come on, Battle.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Especially with playing
softball.
Softball after the games. It's kind of a ritual with a lot of people drink beer. And so that was one thing we gave up.
All right, fair enough. And congratulations. I think that's really cool. But again, I think there's more people are more willing, like with dry January or whatever, say, okay, he's just giving it a shot. Good for you. Good.
Well, and you can do that with specific types of food, drink. You can do it with exercise. I'm going to see if I can walk a mile today. I'll see if I can walk a mile 3 days a week or whatever.
Yeah.
Just start small, set something that you can achieve, and then build on it. Don't set I'm going to build the Taj Mahal this year. And
yeah, there you go. Let me. Are there some real principles for resolutions and that sort of thing? What do you got for your thoughts on that? The principles of resolution.
One of the things that I took out of Life's Daily Treasure and put a list in Made in America by AmeriCANS, not Americans.
I got 5 of your books behind me, and you're going to pull that one out, really?
I put in the same subjects from that book as an appendix, and so it was like being thankful for what I have. And so how do we practice thankfulness and thanking one person a day, being an encourager. I always try to suggest to people, find one person a day to give a word of encouragement to.
I like that.
Because encouragement doesn't cost us anything to give somebody. You won't pull a muscle, and there's no calories in it.
There's no cost to it, and when you start finding that, to be able to do that to people, you start finding that on a daily basis, you'll find it's easier to find.
It is easier to find, but the amazing thing is how a single word of encouragement may change somebody else's life and those people they influence. And so just a simple little word once a day that's positive, and people will want to be around you more. Nobody wants to be around negative people who are always discouraging you from doing the things you want. If you're a person of encouragement, people are going to want to be around you.
I love that. I've got to go to break, Mr. Battle, but when we come back, I'd love to go through the list you gave us of what resolutions, if you will, things you can do that don't cost anything, that I think if you even try, I mean, you got a lot of them. If you just try these, you're going to be a better human. We'll talk about that with Richard Battle right after this on the Al Travis Show.
Chanhassen Dinner Theater's gift cards make perfect holiday gifts because everyone loves the gift of live entertainment used for any current or upcoming show, incredible concerts, Stevie Ray's Comedy Cabaret, or main stage musicals like White Christmas, or the upcoming high-rolling Broadway hit, Guys and Dolls. Chanhassen Dinner Theater's gift cards are available in any amount, never expire, and are always the right size and color. Easy too. Order by phone or online at chanhassendt.com. Chanhassen Dinner Theaters, always entertaining you.
Tired of one-sided media and divisive noise drowning out your conservative values? Take back the conversation with Braver Angels. Join a grassroots movement to restore civility and find common ground without compromising your principles. As a conservative, your voice matters. Share your perspective on issues like immigration and public health in red-blue workshops and help rebuild trust in our great nation. Be a leader in depolarizing America. Sign up for free at mn.braverangels.org. Braver Angels, where conservatives, liberals, and independents unite for a stronger republic.
The Al Travis Show, the last place you can go and hear all sides. Respectful, thoughtful, and grateful.
I've got him, Richard Battle, in the program. Love having him here. When we went to break, what I was talking about is he's come up with a list of resolutions, if you will, that I think are not easier, but will be more beneficial. You can say, I want to lose weight in 2026, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know if it makes you a better human if you actually made your goal. The ones you listed, I love, Battle. Can we talk about those?
Yes, sir. So a couple of them I think are real good ones about thankfulness first. And so to me, if we have a thankful attitude, as a late friend of mine said, a thankful heart is a happy heart, and a happy heart's a thankful heart. And so every day, I'm thankful every morning when I get up first.
That's an age thing.
And things I don't have that would be bad. But then every day at the end of the day, I try to think about something that happened during the day that was really, I could be thankful for. And it's a good way to finish the day. And it's a pretty easy thing to do. So I think if people start thinking like that, the more we are thankful for our lives, the more we will enjoy them.
I love that.
And the next one I would propose would be thinking about being an example. And we're all examples to someone, whether we know it or want to or not. But a lot of times we don't think about it, and we do things that aren't our best example. Whereas if we think about everything we do as an example, then we will change our behavior. And I've told the story before when my daughter was about 2 or so, and her mother was teaching her how to eat popcorn. I came home from work one day, and she's taking her little fingers and putting them in the bowl with the finger out, one piece at a time. And I grab a fistful of popcorn and shove it in my mouth and go in the other room to change. And I come back, and guess what she's doing?
Grabbing a fistful.
Got a fistful of popcorn jamming in her mouth.
That is funny.
It just illustrates how easy it is for us to be an example when we least expect it.
I think if you just think about the idea that someone might be watching you at all times and seeing what you're doing, I think you'd change your behavior. I love that one.
Someone besides Santa.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, absolutely. I like your being faithful to your creator. A lot of these things just have no cost to them, but can be very beneficial. I love that one.
Well, and one principle I put in there is about seek wisdom. And so something people can do each day, because I believe that as long as we have breath, we have purpose in life. And so if we do at least one little thing a day to increase our wisdom, I think that helps us as well. And that feeds all of the other things we do that help other people.
A few of them have to, you talk about other people, forgive others who ask to be for forgiveness, love your neighbors, yourself. And what was the other one? There was exercise patience with others.
Encouragement's the greatest gift we can give to others. Forgiveness is the greatest gift we can give ourselves.
Oh, there you
go. And I experienced this during the Texas real estate bust in the 80s when I had rental property and I was being abused by lenders and tenants and everybody else. And I finally had to just kind of offload and forgive everybody because it was driving me crazy. And what I realized was none of those people cared about how frustrated or how much I was hurting through that. Yeah. They didn't care. So the only person that was hurting by me holding all this against those people was me. And once I decided to let it go and forgive them, then I could relax and move forward and accomplish positive things because of that forgiveness. And so, yes, I think people need to ask for forgiveness, but even if they don't, if we forgive them, it will help us.
Did you put 15 in there because of our conversation earlier this morning before the show started? Exercise patience with others. Ow.
Well,
that hurts me a lot. I was not very patient with the folks I met this weekend.
Well, patience, I believe, is a painfully learned skill. And I heard somebody say one time about be careful about praying for patience because it doesn't come like flipping a light switch. It comes from trying experiences to build the patience in us. And so I think most of us, as we mature and have negative experiences, build patience and understanding and hopefully wisdom, learning from every experience. Younger people, it's much more difficult because they don't have that experience to fall back on. They have such a short experience pool, if you will, to rely on for their own decision making.
Yeah, well, I'm way past young, and I have not learned anything in the patient's department. I love the two you had, at least back to back, 10 and 11. Be trustworthy and speak objective truth. If you just plan on doing that in 2026 and you practice that my word's good, I'm going to only tell you the truth as I understand it. I think a year from now, we'd all be in much better places.
Well, yes, trust is the coin of the realm, as I tell people.
Yeah. Oh.
And so you can't establish relationships or business or personal or anything else without having trust. And one of the simplest ways to build trust is if you're in a conversation with several people and somebody starts talking about somebody else, don't participate.
No.
Because people will realize if you're talking about Joe while he's not there, then you're going to talk about them when they're not there.
True.
And so if you show that you can be trustworthy and keep a secret and not tell other people things about them, then they're more willing to confide in you. And of course, truth, we wandered off the path of objective truth the last few years with all of this nonsense about everybody defining their own truth. Well, didn't anybody read the Three Little Pigs and the pig that built the house out of straw? So, I mean, if there's no truth, then anything goes and you can't rely on anything. There has to be objective truth, and there has been for thousands of years.
I personally blame Oprah for that. I remember the first time I heard she was on, she goes, "This is my truth." And I'm like, what? That's the first time I heard that. This is my truth. I've never heard that before. So I blame Oprah Winfrey on it, but I'll get over it. I'm showing mercy. Other things that the enduring setbacks and grow are stand firm in life's storms. I love those if you can just do them.
Well, yes, and we're all going to experience setbacks, and how we respond to them is important because, again, people will be watching us, but they are painful opportunities to learn. That's the key thing. And as I tell people, I only want to have one negative experience per lesson. I don't want to miss the lesson in the first negative experience and have to have a second one so I learn the lesson.
I love that. We're going to run out of time. All 19 we're not going to get to today, but you can find the list in Made in America by AmeriCANS, not AmeriCANS. It actually came out of, what was it, the Life's Daily Treasure. I think that's where you and I first hooked up.
That's where the principles came from.
Okay.
Yes.
All that can be found, but how do I get them? If I want to pick up your books, tell me how I can get them, Richard.
Well, the website's richardbattle.com. All 12 books are there, and they're all signed. If people still want them for gifts for the new year,
there you go.
If you send me an email, richard@richardbattle.com, we're happy to inscribe them after you place your order. All are available on Amazon, all 12, including 11 in Kindle and 8 in audio version.
Love that. And when you think about gifts, I know Christmas is over, but we have like 3 birthdays in the next month here in our household. This is a great birthday gift. They're not overly expensive. You get them signed by Richard Battle. They'll never put the book away. The book will always be in their bookshelf. I love the idea. Let's give them away for birthdays as well. Battle, I'm out of time. Appreciate you, my friend.
Always my pleasure. Happy New Year. God bless America.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner.